Xem được clip tồi nhiều quá.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today we continue on with John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend, and we have got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Seattle. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Our first carry here for Kene Nwangwu. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He's going to find Jefferson open.
Do my play, Dane.
Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Looking to put a drive together. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Seahawks at 4-7 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in and knock it away. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Up the middle, Nwogu. Now this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Come on, keep me the bottle, son. Drink the bottle. Stop crying. There you go.
They kept extra DBs on the field, despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
You want the bottle? Or what? You want the bottle?
Vikings.
Stop crying, son. Come on, win the game. Come on, man.
Justin Jefferson.
Watch the game. Watch the game.
His 2nd touchdown
Here you
in
go.
this opening quarter. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Pass caught, Arroyo right side. Go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on a catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Darnold. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
That was a dumb scheme.
Only 4 yards there in the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Right, the fuck open.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down.
We don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you?
Oh, to the wrong person. Good pick, boy. I swear I hit the wrong button. Good shit. Oh, he dancing. He dancing. Oh, my God, I hit the wrong button.
Picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point.
Good shit. Oh, what a scheme. That was just funny. Them niggas started dancing.
We're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right. We still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
I mean, that nigga was open.
They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Switch them up. Switch them up.
Oh. He finds his running back open downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. And the Vikings first down.
Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Fighting his way through contact. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20.
Gets over. Got gang squished.
A big play there. 65 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to put a drive together. Drive will start with Nwangu. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 11
Come on, they're
now.
crying shit, son. Y'all one game.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Good switch stick. Oh my God, good switch stick.
Off that time as that one falls to the ground.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw.
That's good to see that.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's McCarthy. They'll find the longer underneath.
It's something shit, nigga.
Down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
It's a gain of 9.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And some space here. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. 57 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
A 24-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Yellow 80. We're going to set.
A final shot before the break. Darling. Throw out wide to Walker. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Will Reichard, the kickoff for the Vikings.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter. And boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And they'll go on the ground. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll run it here. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Back to Nwangu again on 1st down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. J.J. McCarthy keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point attempt to follow here. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Vikings 31, Seahawks 21.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Faking the give, Darnold. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I don't know why you start running. That nigga was wide the fuck open.
Maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Darnold.
Stop doing clear. That was a risky throw for that dude.
He's going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Now Darnold. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Final minute now, the 3rd quarter.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 44-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Darnold. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Good kick, good kick, good kick.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
It's powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. To the air with McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. And this turns into a nice game with a slide at the end. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that
Glad
go.
you stuck with it. That's like sling that bitch up there running out of bounds.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down.
On the toss, here's the Wangu.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy.
And it's caught.
And he's going to be out of bounds. A few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great. With the offense, they can't be despondent.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Here comes 2nd down. Darnold.
Now in desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
Oh, hell nah. Did you quit the game, bro? This nigga quit, bro. This nigga quit, man.